recording and there you go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
We'll start not with expressions that I shared with you. We're going to start with something else. This is a test for business English. And I'm going to be showing you, we're going to be just doing some dynamics that are going to help us to remember these expressions. So please, Janela, can you read my screen?
In a meeting, your boss asks for a show of hands. What must you do?
Okay, so a show of hands. What must you do if your boss asks you for that? What is it? So we have these three options. And I'm going to ask you to type the whole sentence which you think it is the right answer. Okay? So if the answer is show your boss that you have clean nails, so you're going to write in the chat box. Show your boss that you have clean nails. But don't send it yet, okay? Don't send it yet. I will tell you when you can send it, okay? When you can hit the send button. So...
Entramos a la clase, ¿no?
Welcome. Okay, so what is the right answer? Your boss asked for a show of hands. Please write on the chat box. Ready? Are you almost ready? Don't send it yet. So you need to be typing and you're practicing your spelling. Okay. Show your boss that you have clean nails. It's very important to be neat at work. Try to gain your boss' attention by waving your hand in the air. Vote on an idea by raising your hand. If you agree, take your pen in your hand and show your boss that you are taking notes. By the way, I need you to have up your notebook, paper and pencil. We're getting more people. Please, you're going to be writing down the different expressions. On your notebook, you're going to write number 1, show of hands. Show of hands. Orlando, welcome. Please.
Meeting your boss. Por más.
Audio. Mucho ruido con nosotros. Entonces mejor tener en mute. Okay? Put it to mute. So I don't know if it's Orlando, if you have some noise in your background, please mute. Okay, so ready, everybody? I'm going to check the. I'm still getting used to using Zoom. So please,
Okay.
everybody, share the answer. What's the answer?
Ay, no.
Everybody,
no.
send the answer, please.
Inglés. No me gustan las videollamadas. Que te vaya ahí.
Okay, please. Everybody thinks it's the same answer. So we have Ginela, we have Dulce Cantor. Try to gain your boss attention. Ginela says it is both. So everybody else, please, we're practicing your writing, your spelling, everything else. And we need to do it quickly. So the answer, try to gain your boss attention or vote on an idea. So when you are asked for a show of hands, so you're asking for Elsie Cantor. Okay, sorry, I just didn't know who you were. So, okay, so I need you to participate in the chat box. Okay, so Carolina, vote on an idea by raising your hand. Okay, so the answer is Is there a way that you can share to my screen? You have to share each tab. So efficient. Okay, so the answer is vote on an idea by raising your hand if you agree. Entonces cada uno va escribiendo la frase, the idiomatic expression that we are learning. So, number 1, show of hands. Al final, todos van a hacer una frase, van a hablar espontáneamente combinando ciertas phrases. That way, you're going to help your brain how to use them. But I want to also show you how to do something. Ginela, can you please tell me what you see on my screen? On my screen, please.
Sorry. You are looking for a show of hands in a sentence.
Okay, yes. Okay, fine. So, please, everybody, you're going to do likewise, okay? So, a show of hands in a sentence. So, there are different ways here. Dictionary Cambridge, a show of hands. So, I want you to, in the chat box, each person is going to copy and paste a different sentence that you find here on the web. Okay, so each of you must be doing this. And you're going to find, one second, I need to accept some people. Alex, I hope that is Alex Montalegre. Is it? And Lina Marcela Rubiana. Okay, so show of hands. Please copy and paste one of those. You have these examples of show of hands. You can also have another tab. I have more examples. So this is a way. So if you are studying English and you are learning expressions just in this, where was the test? If you are content just studying this and you understand this and you say, oh, a new expression, I know this new expression. You're going to forget this new expression very quickly. Tomorrow, you won't remember this expression. So what you need to do, or together, this group practice is better because we're going to be helping each other to learn these new expressions. So please copy and paste one of these sentences using the word show of hands, expression, show of hands, one that you like, one that you understand, and share it in the chat box. For example, here. And how can you see that? Because in Google, you can do the same. You just Google it up. Show of hands in a sentence. Show of hands in a sentence. Okay. So please send those examples that you have, please. Okay. So, lady, I couldn't to study. No, right now I'm not asking you. Oh, okay. So I couldn't study. I saw the post, but I promised for the next class I don't want to miss. Okay, good. Don't worry. Actually, we're not studying right now the expression. This is something different. We should vote openly by a show of hands. Okay. So please try to memorize that sentence, Ginela. We should vote openly by a show of hands. Okay. So you can mute your microphone and try to memorize this. We should vote openly by a show of hands. Okay. Try to memorize this. Entonces, ustedes van estudiando la frase y van aprendiendo qué verbos y qué preposiciones deben usar con esa frase. Porque son collocations. Un collocation son frases que deben ir junto con cierta preposition and a certain verb. So, because many people just try to memorize expressions, but at the time of speaking, you don't know how to use them. So, the verb here is vote. In Ginela's example, vote and by a show of hands. Let me see if we have anybody asking. for joining the class. Okay. So thank you, Janela. So, okay, but I need more people. Come on, don't be shy. Si están perdidos, tienen que buscar en Google, buscan, porque fue la primera frase, deben buscar esa frase in a sentence, and you're looking for examples. So we have more examples here. On Sunday, a rebel motion on council housing transfer policy was backed on a show of hands. Okay, so this is another. Van aprendiendo más sobre qué verbos pueden combinar con esta expresión. Okay, so what is the verb? In Janela's example, it was vote, and we see by the preposition. Now, what is the verb now? Is that the example? It is all down to show hands. I still don't use this like a fish in the water. I'm learning how to use all the features of Zoom. I'm used to using Meet, Google Meet. I want to use this back on Sunday. Copy. So what is the verb, Janela? Can you tell me the verb in this example?
Was bucket.
Backed.
Which one?
Okay.
Back.
Okay, yes. On Sunday, rebel motion, council housing, transfer policy. Okay, so what is the verb? Again, Carolina, what's the verb?
Was backed.
Okay, backed. Okay, so we're using,
Backed.
we are using, you can say that you're talking about a decision that it was made in a meeting. And you say, this is not my decision. This is the decision of all the group. And it was backed by a show of hands, or backed on a show of hands. Yes, backed on a show of hands. So we have two ideas, and let's try to remember these two ideas. So Carolina Zamaka, find an example that you want to share with a different verb, maybe, different preposition. So I'm going to try to remember these two. Okay, first we say, we should vote openly by a show of hands. Okay, that was Janela's example. Try to remember. Okay. Ustedes pueden apagar su micrófono. You can mute your microphone. Y allá, sin que los escuchemos en ese momento, repiten esas dos frases. Deberíamos estar repitiendo muchas más. Y están repitiendo la suya, interiorizándola, viendo que entiendan el sentido de todo. So, on Sunday, a rebel motion on council housing transfer policy on council housing transfer policy. That is a long. People wanted to join. Okay, so I'm going to try to memorize this one. It seems long. On Sunday, rebel motion. So a motion is a decision. Okay, a motion is a decision. So on Sunday, the rebel motion. So it's a decision. This says that it was made by a rebel group, or that's not so certain. So a decision on a policy. Meanwhile, just remember, it was a decision on a policy, okay? Right now, we're not going to say which policy. It was a decision. That's what I'm telling you. You can study you can learn how to memorize things. So on Sunday, a rebel motion on a policy, right now we're not going to say which policy, on a policy, was backed on a show of hands. Janela, can you repeat that? Mientras Janela lo repite, turn on your microphone, please. Unmute your microphone. Todos los demás traten de memorizar esta frase, entendiéndola, ¿ok? Porque después le pido a Julie y a Lady, y a quién, a Julie, que están activos. De lo que yo veo que están activos, les voy preguntando más. Okay, so please, Janela says, on Monday.
On Sunday.
On
Sunday, a rebel motion on council housing transfer policy policy
Uh,
was backed on a show of hands.
okay, but how can you memorize this? And it is not about memorizing. It's about getting structures in your mind, okay? It's not about memorizing. So we say on Sunday. On Sunday, a decision was made. Please repeat, Janela. On Sunday, a decision was made.
On Sunday, a decision was made.
Todos allá con su micrófono apagado, vayan repitiéndolo, pero solo vamos a escuchar a Ginela. Pero todos repítanlo y permitan que su cerebro adopte esas nuevas estructuras. ¿Ok? Entonces le estoy ayudando a entender la frase y que esas frases le permitan que su cerebro se acostumbre a estas nuevas estructuras. Y cuando uno se acostumbra tanto, es cuando uno empieza a decir, no sé por qué se dice así, pero me suena bien. Porque usted se acostumbró a esas estructuras. Ahí es cuando usted se acerca a decir, pienso en inglés, porque la estructura le fluye porque se acostumbró a esa estructura. Okay? So, Janela repeats with the microphone on. Everybody else repeats with the microphone mute. Okay? So, on Sunday, a decision was made. Janela?
On Sunday, a decision was made.
Janela, what is a motion?
A decision.
A decision, right. So, Janela, on Sunday, a motion, a motion on a policy was taken.
On Sunday, a motion of a policy was taken.
Yes, a motion on a policy was taken.
On a policy. On Sunday, a motion on a policy was taken.
You understand? Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're changing and we're playing with this, with the idea. So on Sunday, motion was backed on.
On Sunday, a motion was backed on.
Was backed on. Backed on what?
I don't know.
Okay, what is back on? Back on. What is a synonym of back on? What is to back on? Who can say that? Who can say that? Back on means to support. Support, okay? The foundation, the support of that motion, of that.
It was, sorry. It was that you say it wasn't a decision that makes someone but a group. Yes?
Yeah, it was a group that made that decision. So one more time, I'm doing this, but at the same time, I'm learning this. I'm trying to memorize this at the same time. So on Sunday, rebel motion on a policy was back on a show of hands. Repeat, Janela. Looking at the camera,
Right.
trying to see that. So everybody, todos deberían estar repitiendo si lograron entender. Porque si no lo analizamos, no sabemos qué estamos diciendo, no se nos va a quedar esa frase, ¿ok? Y si lo dicen, lo escriben, it's much better. So one more time, Janela, okay? And then I'm going to ask someone else, okay? And then I'm going to ask Alex to repeat that. But you need to, if you want to participate, you need to turn on the camera and the microphone. So on Sunday, a rebel motion on a policy was backed on a show of hands. Janela.
On Sunday, a rebel motion of a policy was backed on a show of hands.
Yes, a motion. So it's a motion on. Okay, on a motion on a policy. So it's una decisión sobre una política, a policy.
Okay.
Was backed on a show of hands. Okay. Okay. This question was two. So this is correct. This is correct. Is it a question or a statement? Okay, please. ¿Quién quiere probar? Y así le ayudamos a esa persona con la pronunciación y se animan. Who wants to try? Please. Who was practicing? Who wants to try?
Teacher, me. Elsie Cantor.
Who?
Elsie Cantor.
Okay, good. Go ahead, please.
Okay, first when I read the expression. On Sunday, a a rebel motion on council housing transfer policy was based on a show of hands. For me, bacon is like a synonymous of continue again in the same topic.
What is it? That's a synonym of what?
Okay, to continue in the same time of a discussion or of a topic.
Okay, so good. But can we see? Can you turn on the camera? Look at the camera and say the sentence, please.
Okay, this is my camera.
Good. Go ahead. So please, but are you reading or you memorize that sentence?
I read and I try to memorize, but it's so difficult by heart.
Okay, so it's difficult because you're trying to memorize words. It's difficult because you're trying to memorize, remember words. So that's difficult. Don't remember words because they are more difficult. Remember ideas. If you remember ideas, that's a lot easier. So you say, on Sunday, it's the time on Sunday, a rebel motion, and I didn't memorize what kind of motion, what kind of policy. Housing, I don't remember, I didn't memorize that. Housing transfer policy. Okay, I'm going to memorize that this time. Es una política que se trata de cómo council housing transfer. I still don't understand exactly what kind of policy that is. Like, transferir los consejos de las viviendas. I don't know that it's exactly what that could mean, but I know it's a policy.
Like a factories in supply chain of the vocabulary, like fábricas, housing?
No, housing is like the complex of houses. Okay.
Okay.
So last time, because we need to continue. On Sunday, a rebel motion was taken. On Sunday, a rebel motion on a policy was backed on a show of hands. Repeat that, lady.
Okay. On Sunday, sorry, lady or me? Me too.
Sorry.
Okay, I understand lady like a name, no, like a synonym of dama. Sorry. On Sunday, a rebel motion.
I thought it was lady name, but sorry.
Okay, on Sunday, a rebel motion on council housing transfer policy was based on a show of hands.
Okay, Elsie. I thought it said Elsie. Okay, so this is what you need to do. And in this exercise, I'm asking you to write down those first expressions. So the first expression was show of hands. And you need to read.
Okay.
Después de todo esto que hemos dicho, entonces, debería quedarse show of hands. Y no solo la frase, sino not just the expression, but a sentence should be in your brains. Si solo memorizan the idiomatic expression, show of hands, si solo se memorizan eso, si solo practican eso, su cerebro, cuando lo necesite usar, no va a saber cómo meterlo dentro de una frase. So you need to practice sentences, okay? Ideas, all ideas, not just words. Okay, so the next one. In a meeting, you hear someone say, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap this up. What do they mean? Okay, so let's wrap this up. What do they mean? What is the right answer option? It's time to finish the meeting. They want to sum up what people have already spoken about. They want to gift wrap a present for the boss. It's time to order taco wraps. Entonces, las instrucciones que les pido es muy importante. Por ejemplo, que les pido que todos escriban la opción correcta que ustedes creen en el chat y cuando yo les diga, todos lo envían. Si no, esto se convierte en un monólogo, es aburridor, ustedes están perdiendo el tiempo y no están aprendiendo nada. Entonces, cada cosita que les pido para practicar es parte de la dinámica para que eso tenga sentido. ¿Ok? And you learn some new expressions and you later we're going to put everything together. So, what is the answer? And give me, please, count till 30 and send. But don't send it now. Count till 30 and send it. I need to bring a glass of agua panela to sweeten and hydrate my throat. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, please send your answer. What's the answer? What is the right answer? Everybody, I want to see many answers, please. Chat, where is that chat? Okay, the answer is Ginela. They want to sum up. Carolina, it's time to finish. Diana, they want to sum up what people have already spoken. It's time to finish the meeting. Okay, so we have two answers. So I know that it's confusing, but from PC, from Catherine Nieto. Okay, so if you still have time to Google that up and find the meeting, that's okay. Okay, so the answer is, drums, who can play the drums? It's time to finish, okay? Some people think it's, yeah, it's like you want to sum up, but it's, you can say sum up. It's the summary of the meeting, but it's time to wrap up. It's like, no, it's time to just wrap it up because it's finished, okay? And please, now I already showed you how to do it. Copy and paste a sentence where you are using wrap up, please. So I want you to write on Google, wrap up in a sentence, and copy and paste one of those examples, please. Copy and paste in the chat box. Show me one. We're not going to take so much time in this one, but I want to see those examples, please. Ready? I want to see at least 3 examples. Okay, good. So Carolina has, she wrapped up a deal just before she left on vacations. Okay, she wrapped up a deal. Okay, so wrapped up a deal in this case is a synonym of close a deal, or wrap up the deal. Okay, good. Please, more examples before we continue. Thank you, Carolina, for your example, and try to memorize it. She wrapped up a deal just before she left on vacations. Okay. Al final de esta sesión les voy a pedir, dame una frase con show of hands. Give me a sentence with wrap up. Give me a sentence. Y todos deberían estar apuntando en un cuaderno esas expressions that we're learning. Okay. Y si se portan bien y participan, entonces les voy a enviar un enlace de un test of business English, a very good test that is going to tell you if you are A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, okay? So, so far we have Ginela lady, some people working for the link, okay? And I have another website with some good resources for you, but I'll show you that later. Okay, so have you wrapped up Jenny's present yet? Okay, but this is different, you see? Please, Julie Sarmiento. So have you wrapped up Jenny's present? So that one would be this meeting. The meaning that says they want to gift wrap a present for the boss. Este sí significa envolver, okay? Envolver un regalo, a real box, a real present. So it's different. It doesn't work for the business English expressions that we are studying. Entonces, por eso, buscar todas estas frases, that's a good activity because you really know if people understand what you are studying, okay? So in this context, it means to finish. That's what it means. Grand Parade will wrap up the week-long celebration, okay? So you can wrap up the celebration, okay? You're going to finish the celebration. Okay, good. Well, creo que Lady envió solo el mensaje para que yo lo viera. La idea es que lo vea todos. I think because it says privately. Okay, the trial may wrap up by then. Okay, to wrap up the project, the artist visits the studio and signs the finished sculptures. Okay, we're hoping to wrap up the negotiation this week. Excellent, Diana. And PC, who is PC? I would like to call you by your name. Oscar is going to wrap up the meeting. Okay, good. So remember, try to remember ideas. Ginela, please give me a sentence with, please, Diana Montealegre, please give me a sentence with show of hands. A sentence that you can remember, show of hands. Wrap up is a phrasal verb. To wrap up. Wrap up. Please, Diana, do you remember or can you think of a sentence using show of hands?
Hello, with show hands.
Show of hands. Entonces todos deben decir una frase. Si la que recuerdan la anterior o otra, everybody do it with your microphone off, with your microphone mute, but I want to listen to Diana. Diana, please go ahead.
Okay. It's fine if I say they were elected by show hands in last elections.
They were elected by a show of hands.
In the last elections.
The last elections, that's right. Yes. Although it would be a kind of
strange
elections. No, not simple example, but a simple election, because usually an election is not. In a meeting, you have a show of hands.
Okay.
It's an elections, you would vote different. But
yes, I know, but I
It's good. Okay, so okay, and now wrap up. Now next example. Who can give me an example with wrap up? But don't memorize it.
Me?
Do you want to, Diana? Example with wrap up.
We are hoping to wrap up the negotiations this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hoping. Good. So that is wrap up, okay? And later I'm going to show you, I'll show you that later. Okay, next. To take the minutes in a business meeting means, take the minutes. What does it mean? To write down what time the meeting starts and finishes, to make sure that the meeting finishes on time, to write down who says what in the meeting, or to time the meeting. To take the minutes. So in the chat box, please, everybody, I want everybody to participate. If you don't participate like this, you're losing the chance of learning these expressions, learning even the spelling. Please type all the sentence, all the option that you think it is correct. In 10 seconds. Please send the answers. Okay, we have one answer here. Everybody should be sending all the answers at the same time. Okay, Janela, to write down who says what in the meeting. Who gives me something different? Please, more options. More answers. Only Janela? Please give me more. Please show me you're there. To time the meeting. Elsie? Okay, please tell me, even if you agree with one of them, you just type and send the answer, please. Come on, please. Carolina, Diana, Elsie, Ginela, Julie, Catherine, Neto, Lady, Lida, Orlando, please manifest yourselves.
To make sure that the meeting finishes on time.
Please type it. Practice your spelling.
Right, nice, right. I was the first person who sent answer. Oh.
Diana? Oh, to make sure. Oh, okay, sorry. Well, we have one more person here. Okay, so to make sure that the meeting finishes on time, the answer is to write down who says what in the meeting. Okay, congratulations for the ones who answered that. Okay, and so take the minutes. I don't remember well, but ¿qué son las minutas? When you were talking about las minutas, is it not something like that in Spanish? I forgot, and I don't know.
Actas?
Actas? Yeah, isn't that minutas?
Yes.
Actas?
Actas.
Okay.
Yes.
So in English, it's the same. The minutes. Okay, take the minutes. So you found. So how do you say actas? Llevar el acta in English. Take the minutes. Okay, take the minutes. And what is it? It's to write down who says what in the meeting. Okay. So please, who can tell me the sentences that we have studied so far? Okay, what are the sentences that we have, the expressions that we have learned so far? Please, who's there? Carolina, can you say them?
Yes, I am.
The first, it was?
The first expression was show their hands.
Show of hands. Second?
Grab up.
Wrap up.
Grab up. And this is take the minutes.
Take the minutes. Okay, take the minutes. Good. Thank you. Next, complete the sentence with the correct word. Due to the economic crisis, lots of companies are declaring. Who could finish this without seeing the options? Who could finish this? What could be an option? Declaring what? Complete the sentence with the correct word. Due to the economic crisis, lots of companies are declaring what? Who can guess? I guess one person here. Declaring, Elsie, dear teacher Milton, thank you so much for the meeting. I have to go to class. Regards, breakdown. Okay, thank you for being here with us. Okay, so who knows? Who can have an answer? No? Okay, so I'll show you the options. Okay, declaring what? Don't tell me. Quietly, please type the answer. Type the answer in your chat box. Okay. Los que participan les regalo el link de un examen muy bueno de Business English que le dicen qué nivel está. Okay, 5 seconds. What is the answer? Please send the answer. And people, we have 3 answers. Very good. The answers: bankruptcy. Pronunciation: bankruptcy. Bankruptcy. Quickly, bankruptcy. Okay? Please, everybody, bankruptcy. Please, everybody, turn on your microphones. This can go crazy. Say bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy. Bankruptcy. Bankruptcy. You can check your Google. You say define. Come on, Google. Come on, define bankruptcy. Okay, bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy.
Make sure you have the pronunciation.
Bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy. Come on.
Bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy. Okay. Declare bankruptcy. Okay. Declare bankruptcy. Okay. So due to the crisis, many companies declare bankruptcy. Okay. Try to remember that. Due to the economic crisis, lots of companies are declaring bankruptcy. Okay. Let's help it now. Many companies are declaring bankruptcy. Okay. Number five. Please, can you complete this? What word can you use to complete this? We're very interested in with you. We're very interested in with you. How could you complete this, please? Tell me. What word could you use to complete this? Please tell me, tell me.
Work with you
Work?
in an interview, like.
Okay, okay, that works, but what is the correct conjugation? Tell me, please, lady, Orlando.
Working.
Working, okay. After prepositions, like in, we need to use gerund, ing. In working with you, okay? And so verbs have levels of complexity. So if you use work, that is a simple verb. That is a verb for A1, maybe A2. But if you want to use a verb that shows that you are B2, C1, what could be the verb? It also depends on the context, but what could be a better word? For instance, instead of saying talk, you can say discuss, okay? And that means that you have a better English. Okay, so the answers, the options, what is the collaborating? Okay, collaborating. Yes, it's different. It's working. It's like we're going to hire you, but it's a collaboration. It could be a partner. Okay, it could be an associate. So it's collaborating. So we're interested in collaborating with you. Okay, please repeat that, lady. Is lady there? Is lady still there?
Yes, yes.
Please say it. We are interested in collaborating with you.
Again.
We are interested in collaborating with you.
We are interesting.
Interested.
Interesting. Collaborate to you.
Collaborating with you. Entonces, todos deberían.
Collaborated.
Con el,
We are very. Okay, I don't remember the sentence.
everybody, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to imagine that you're practicing with the microphone mute, please. Oh, I'm interested, or we are interested in collaborating with you. Aquí es donde yo debería ver sus cámaras prendidas, pero con su microphone mute, and I should see your lips, lip syncing, lip practicing. Yeah. Okay? I should see your lips and show that you're really working. I'm interested in collaborating with you, okay? So right now, with your cameras on, but with your microphone off, you're going to practice let me see, how many expressions? 5 expressions that we have practiced today. What are those 5 expressions? Number 1 was, I imagine that you're saying it, okay? And try to say the sentence. Number 1 was show of hands. Did you say show of hands? And what is the expression? On Sunday, rebel motion on a policy was backed on a show of hands. Back on, collocation, back on, show of hands. Good, number 2. What was number, that was number, yes, number 1. Number 2, I forgot.
Wrap up.
Wrap up. So we need to wrap up the deal. We need to wrap up the meeting. We need to wrap up the celebration. We need to wrap up an event. Okay. Good. Number 3. Number 3.
Take the minutes.
There's nothing else. You take the minutes, and that means what is the meaning of take the minutes? Please, can you remember? To
write down to state in a meeting.
Yes, good, Janela, because Janela knows that she's not supposed to read, but she's supposed to remember. Excellent, Janela. So it's to write down who says what in a meeting. Excellent. And the next one was, don't cheat, Carolina. Don't read the screen. Don't read the screen. Although I don't remember. I'm interested in collaborating with you. Who's next? Oh, no. It's
bankruptcy.
Due to the economic crisis, many companies are declaring bankruptcy. Okay, next. Next is, what does it's out of the question mean here? Employee. Can I go home early today? Can I go home early today? Boss. It's out of the question. It's out of the question. What does it's out of the question mean here? A, B, C, D. Write down the correct answer, please. Write down the correct answer. What's the correct answer? Out in 5 seconds, you can send the answer. What's the answer? Lida, I haven't seen your answers. Lida, please. Don't make me feel that my class is so boring, so useless.
Can I go?
Who's there? Orlando. What happened with Jesus? What happened with Orlando? Who else is speaking there? Okay, the answers. Send the answers, please. Send the answers. And people say, no, you can't. It's out of the question. It's out of the question. So please, Catherine. Catherine, you are the employee. And Catherine Nieto, you're the employee. And who else is here? And okay. And Ginela, you are the boss, okay? Catherine, you are the employee, and Ginela, you're the boss, okay? Catherine, do you have your camera on? Please. Ask, Catherine, ask your boss, Ginela. Catherine, ask her.
Can I go home early today?
Okay, yes, but now don't read, say it naturally. Entonces todos, aunque les parezca la pregunta más fácil, micrófono apagado, deben estar diciendo eso hasta ojalá unas 20 veces que lo alcancen a decir, hasta que les salga natural, suavecito. Can I go home early today? Can I go home early today? Boss, excuse me.
Yeah, can I have a nice day?
So repeat, Catherine, and ask Ginela, your boss, Ginela.
Excuse me, can I go home early today?
Okay. Ginela?
Yes, of course I can. Yes, of course I can. Yes. Yes, of course I can.
Ginela?
Yeah.
Ginela is frozen. Carolina, answer for Ginela, please.
It's out of the question.
It's out of the question.
It's out of the question.
But Carolina, please, be a mean boss. Be a mean boss. Be a rude boss. You say, it's out of the question. It's out of the question.
It's out of the question.
Yes, you're mean. You're saying,
It's out of the question.
You're not a nice boss. You say, it's out of the question.
It's out of the question.
No.
It's out of the question.
Out of the question. Okay? Good. Todos tienen que estar repitiéndolo hasta que el cerebro sepa que dar las instrucciones a los músculos de la cara para que salga natural. Eso es como si estuviera practicando guitarra y yo digo, no, yo sé que mis dedos sirven porque mis dedos sirven para muchas cosas más, pero ¿por qué no me sirven cuando quiero que los pongan en el lugar correcto? Es porque su cerebro tiene que practicar. Practice. Can I go home early? Can I go home early today? It's out of the question. Okay? Good. Thank you. Next. Oh, so the answer is no, you can't. No, you can't. 7. Okay. What does pull your weight mean? Did you know this expression? What does pull your weight mean? Please, 10 seconds. 10 seconds before you go and Google that up. You'll cheat because some people are cheating. So what is the right answer? Type it in the chat box. Type it in the chat box. Meanwhile, I'll go to Facebook and see if we have people asking questions about the okay, please, your answer. Share your answer in the chat box. Okay. Depends what?
That's pull your weight.
Chat. Okay, so attract new clients to work as hard as other people. George Arthur, hello, welcome. George Arthur, hello. Maybe I don't know your second name, Arthur. Sorry if it's someone I'm supposed to know. Okay, so pull your weight. The meaning of pull your weight. Pull your weight. The answer is to work as hard as other people. Please Google up more examples. To work as hard. Vanessa Moreno, hello Vanessa. Good to have you here. Okay, please pull your weight in a sentence. Here, pull your weight in a sentence. Okay, you see that this is famous because people need to see pull your weight in a sentence. Please copy and paste an interesting sentence, a good sentence, something that you understand, something that makes sense to you. Copy and paste that in the chat box, please. A good sentence using pull your weight. I'm going to ask you to repeat that. Pull your weight. Okay, and look, pay attention to this.
Pull your weight.
Look, pull your weight is a C2 expression. Los exámenes van colocando preguntas, ejercicios, frases muy sencillas, es decir, de A1, de A2, y va subiendo, no en orden, pues, pero las van poniendo A1, A2, B1, B2, C1 y C2. Entonces, dependiendo de hasta dónde llegues a responder, ese es tu nivel. So this is pull your weight. Did you know this? Did you know this expression? Pull your weight. Pull your weight. Work as hard as other people.
Well, pull your weight.
The others had complained that Sarah wasn't pulling her weight. Traten de memorizar todas las frases, todas las ideas, y el cerebro les dará las palabras. Trust your brain, trust your brain. Diana, some members of this class haven't been pulling their weight. Thank you. Now, more examples. The others had complained that Sarah wasn't pulling her weight. George Arthur, creo que me enviaste privately to George, or no, I'm sending it to only George? Oh. Everyone in the waiting room? Oh no, everyone in the meeting. Okay. The others had complained that Sarah wasn't pulling her weight. Okay, more examples, please. Please, more examples. Pull your weight. Pull somebody's weight. Pull your weight. Look, more examples. Pull your weight. Some members of the class haven't been pulling her weight. Okay, be firm and tell him that he must either pull her weight or leave. Okay? So, estoy seguro que muchas personas de aquí saben todas estas palabras de esta frase. La pregunta es, ¿han ayudado a que el cerebro practique las estructuras, practique ideas completas? So, what am I saying? What I'm saying is, please, can you repeat this? Can you repeat this? Be firm and tell him that he must either pull his weight or leave. Okay, more people. What, Ginela? Where is your example, Ginela? Carolina, where is your example, Carolina? Catherine Nieto, I want to see your example. Lady Rego, if he doesn't start pulling his weight, he'll lose his job. Excellent. Simple. Okay. If he doesn't start pulling his weight, he'll lose his job. Okay, so please try to memorize, try to remember 3 of these ideas. You must be firm. You must tell him that either he pull his weight or leave. What is it? Be firm and tell him that he must either. Okay, be firm and tell him that he must either wait or leave. Try to memorize that, okay? Les doy un minuto y cada uno ahorita activa la and you tell me which 2 or 3 sentences you memorize with pull somebody's weight. Okay? Practice. Mute your microphone and practice. Mute your microphone and practice. I'm going to say, read them again so you can check the pronunciation. The others, okay, Diana, some members of this class haven't been pulling their weight. The others had complained that Sarah wasn't pulling her weight. Be firm and tell him that he must either pull his weight or leave. Pero háganlo históricamente, actúen, porque si no su cerebro no se lo cree. Su cerebro no va a pensar que eso es importante, no lo va a recordar. So, you need to, lay this example. If he doesn't start pulling his weight, he's going to lose his job. So that's a warning. Like, come on, don't be lazy ass. Do what you gotta do. If you don't start pulling your weight, you're going to lose your job, dude. Okay. Next, Carolina. Some members of this class haven't been pulling their weight. Ask her if you need to do more to pull your weight at home. Ask her if you need to do more to pull your weight at home. Entonces usted se imagina ahí y le está diciendo el amigo al otro amigo, hombre, dígale a su esposa, a ver si piensa que está ayudando y no, usted no está ayudando, dígale a ella a ver qué es lo que usted necesita hacer para realmente hacer su parte, ¿sí? So ask her if you need to do more to pull your weight at home. Ask her if you need to do more to pull your weight at home. So you need to think, you need to understand the context if you want to remember that. Ask her if you need to do more to pull your weight at home. If you understand, you remember the idea, and your brain just gives you the words. Your brain will automatically gives you the words. Okay, so George, did you memorize some, George? Some people wants to succeed without pulling their weight. Okay, good that John. Okay, look, this is interesting. So I'm asking you to get a lot of examples from internet, like pull your weight in a sentence. After you practice with a lot of examples, then you'll start getting the structures naturally. But now George wants to go up a notch. He wants to do something else, and he's writing his own sentence. That's okay, but in another activity, we would need time to correct mistakes, but I'm going to correct your mistakes. So some people wants to succeed, just succeed, say succeed. Some people want to succeed, don't use get. Some people want to succeed without pulling their weight. Okay, thank you, George. So, please, is there anybody who wants to try? And I can help him, her with the pronunciation? Who was trying to memorize sentences? Who?
The other had complied with complained that Sarah hasn't pulling her weight.
Okay, good. One more. One more. Carolina? More.
Me.
Lady? Okay, lady, go ahead.
Okay. He is that if he doesn't if he starts pulling off I know I don't remember.
All right, don't worry. Mute the microphone and continue practicing. Mute the microphone and continue practicing. If he doesn't start pulling his weight, he loses his job. Okay. Good. Who's here? Who wants to do it? Rafael Riaño, do you want to do it? Catherine Nieto, do you want to do it? What was that you have been practicing?
Milton, Rafael.
Rafael, go ahead, Rafael.
Okay. He just didn't pull his weight domestically.
Again, please. What is
He
it?
just didn't pull his weight domestically.
He just didn't pull his weight. Pull his weight. I don't understand domestic. I don't understand.
I
That's why I'm asking you to get sentences and examples from the web, because
okay.
They are right. Okay. But it's okay. Later we will create our own examples. Okay. Okay. So please, everybody, what were the sentences and expressions that we have been practicing today? Oh, George, that is George. The George that George. I didn't know it was you, George. It's George Arthur. Okay, George Lascarro, right? This is okay. Good.
Right.
So, what was the first expression that we studied? Number 1. Try to remember.
Show the hands.
Show of hands. Show of hands. Expression that we studied. The second expression was
Wrap.
Wrap up. To wrap up. Okay.
Wrap up.
What can you wrap up? What can you wrap up? You can wrap up. What do you wrap up?
Finish.
Finish. You can wrap a meeting. You can wrap up.
Negotiation.
Wrap up a negotiation. Wrap up a deal. Wrap up a celebration. Wrap up. Okay. Something. A class. Okay. So next expression. What was the next expression? Remember, don't cheat. Remember, don't cheat.
Take the minutes.
Take the minutes. Okay, another expression that we studied. Bankruptcy. Declare bankruptcy. To declare bankruptcy. Okay. What else?
Collaborating.
Okay, the question. We are interested in collaborating with you. We are interested in collaborating with you. Okay, one more.
It's of the
Pull your waiting.
Pull your weight.
Pull your waiting.
Pull your weight. Pull your weight. Pull her weight.
Pull
your weight.
Your weight.
Okay.
Pull your weight.
And let's see. I need to close meeting. Oh, Jonathan wants to join.
Pull your weight. Yeah.
Okay, and pull your weight. Number 8. Your boss says to you, my hands are tied. What does it mean? My hands are tied. Please. 7 seconds. Send the right answer, please. What is the right answer? What is the right?
What is the right answer?
Please send the right answer in the chat box. Remember that at the end of this session, I'm going to share a link of a business English test where you get your exact score. You will know if you are A1, A2, B1, B2, or C1. Sorry. Okay, people. Sorry. People are saying that this means they can help you with a problem. They can help you, okay? My hands are tied. Okay, that was an easy one. So they can help you with a problem, okay? Sorry, my hands are tied. You just say that and it's the same. Okay, good. Number 9. Two more. What does I dropped the ball mean? I dropped the ball mean. Who knows? Does anybody know? Who can tell me now without seeing the options?
Drop it.
I dropped. Drop.
Red drop.
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 Volume.
Drop.
Drop.
Who knows? Nobody? Nobody? No options? Okay. What do you think it means? What do you think it means?
Dropped.
Type the right option and send it in the chat box. Type the right option and send it now. I dropped the ball. Okay. Answers. I don't see any answer. Guess. You can guess. Okay, Janella. Vanessa, I have an idea for a new business strategy. I made a good suggestion. Okay, and the answer is I made a mistake. The answer is I made a mistake. So please send me very quickly, because now you know how it works. Send me a sentence with I dropped the ball. I dropped the ball. So go quickly. Google that up.
Oh, I dropped the ball.
Drop the ball in a sentence. Find examples. Don't write your own examples. Find examples that you know that are. So the good thing is that you're going to read many examples here. You're going to read many examples because you didn't know this one. Okay, you didn't know this one, so I want to see all those examples. Come on. Okay. So read the others' examples. Idiom, drop the ball. To stop working on something before a goal or project is completed. To forget or neglect doing something at a critical point. To make a mistake or fail in some way. Examples. We lost the contract when I went on vacation because my coworkers dropped the ball and didn't submit all the documents for the proposal. Okay, so in this case, it's more than a mistake. It's like they were negligent. That is a word, negligent. You are not responsible. Okay, and they dropped the ball. Okay, you dropped the ball making sure your children did their homework. So it's no surprise they didn't do well this semester. You dropped the ball making sure your children did. No, something doesn't look correct here. Okay, so your examples, please, your examples. How many examples do we have? Drop the ball. I dropped the ball with the answer of this question. Okay, Vanessa, thank you. There are people who would like to see me fail. I know that, but I'm not afraid. I won't drop the ball. Okay, Janela, thank you. A very emotional example. Thank you, Janela. Public schools have dropped the ball when it comes to teaching kids about art and music. Okay, so it's like they just don't assume a responsibility. Democrats really dropped the ball by not campaigning in Michigan until the last minute in the 2016 election. Okay. They dropped the ball. At that moment, they made a mistake. This is clearly they made a mistake. Okay, thank you. And Elsie, Julie Sarmiento, she lost the job when she dropped the ball in a meeting. Okay, yeah, she made a mistake in a meeting. Okay, good. So let's see the last one. 10 out of 10. Do you know this one? Do you know this one?
No.
We don't see eye to eye. Do you know this one? Please, what is the right answer? What is the right answer? What is the right answer? The right answer. We have two answers here. We don't agree on anything, and we don't agree on anything. The government dropped the ball when they don't close the airport on time for the coronavirus. The government dropped the ball when they didn't close the airport in time to stop the virus. In time to stop the virus. Okay? So it's a good example. Thank you. So Ginela and Diana, thank you for participating. The answer is we don't agree on anything. That is correct. Okay? So right now, you are going to choose, we have studied 10 expressions, okay? You are going to choose 4, only 4, and you're going to create an idea. You're going to compound a paragraph, very short, 30 words maybe, something short, and you are going to share that on the Facebook group, please, okay? So you're going to share, for instance, if you're going to say, actually, you can use mine and change it. Last week, we had a meeting at work, and we needed to discuss. Discuss if we were going to start collaborating with another company, and so we called a meeting because we needed a show of hands to back up that decision, and I was asked to take the minutes, but I dropped the ball because I got distracted, and I didn't take the minutes. So I was fired because my friends said I wasn't pulling my weight because I was just chatting during the meeting. So I use 5, okay? And you can use that and make sure that you understand what you know how to use expressions. But I want you to do that in the Facebook group. Is everybody on the Facebook group? So the Facebook group is this. So if you want to create a similar sentence, a different sentence, okay. If you want to use mine, you can use it. This Facebook group, Robin Book of these classes. Here, please. Here, you're going to write last week. Last week, we had a meeting at the office. Because we needed a show of hands to back up, show of hands to decide we were going to call it's all the idea, okay? But I'm going to give you the corrections now. I give you corrections now, not later. So please, and you share that on the Facebook group, please. I will make corrections. You post that on the Facebook group, please. You have 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes to use for expressions. Use for expressions. Do that, and I will correct that on the Facebook group. And later, we will finish with a tool, a resource, web resource that you're going to apply, okay? Don't leave the class. We will finish in about, wow, it's late. In less than 15 minutes or 10 minutes, unless you have to go somewhere else. Do you have to go anywhere else? The Facebook group is called, the Facebook group is called the Facebook, everyone in the meeting. This is the name of the Facebook group. Open book, okay? Now, you have 5 minutes for that task. I'm going to bring more agua panela because I need to keep hydrating my throat. I'll be back in a minute. Continue writing, please, on the Facebook group. Don't go because I'm going to give you the link for the test and the web resource that you're going to love. Okay. I want to see what I can correct. You were accepted on the Facebook group. So please write that activity, that text on Facebook. I'm going to show you something else. I'm looking for the other website that I was going to. Okay, here it is. Okay. Let me see.
Let me see in the okay,
Orlando Albuena. You have.
Thank you so much. Thank you, teacher.
You have,
for your listening to me. Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're very welcome. Oh, and we have 2 hosts. No. Is that? No. They are not your posts. Oh, that's different.
Teacher, I have a question for you, teacher. Excuse me, I have a question for you.
Please tell me.
How I join to your Facebook in your foundation, excuse me. How
You can join.
I do.
Look, Growing Book, Aprender Inglés gratis, clases presenciales y online. So that's it.
Okay.
That's the name of the group.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Teacher, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you something really cool. Look at this. Never seen before. I'm going to share the link with you. English profile. I hope you like it. And chat. Send to everyone in the meeting. This is a link. I'm pasting the link for you. Now, this is a gift me to you. And look at what you can do here. Pay attention. 1 second, I'm going to turn the light on. That means that we have been here for a long time. So, look, English vocabulary profile. Then we're going to ball. And I could choose, I could find ball in different topics, but I'm just not going to select any topic, or part of a speech, adjectives, adverbs, noun, whatever, but I'm not going to choose anything. And look, what is going to happen? But I need to look at this. Search. Ball. Now, you will see that you can have ball, the round object, and if you know ball, pues si sabes que ball es pelota, pues muy bien, eres A1. Pero hay expresiones que si te sabes estas expresiones, eres C1. Be on the ball. On the ball. Do you know those expressions? And, oh well, we didn't find drop the ball here, but we have start the ball rolling. Do you know start the ball rolling? Set the ball rolling? So these are expressions, phrases, and you can click here, set. Okay, we're going to start with be on the ball. And you can see personality, details, C1. So you should start knowing what this is. On the ball, where is on the ball? Ball. Be on the ball. Be on the ball. To be quick to understand and react to things. Dictionary example. She's over 90, but she's still on the ball. Okay? So to be quick to understand and react to things. So you're on the ball. It's like be on the ball, stay in the ball. It's like if you say, well, you're paying attention, you don't get distracted, you are still sharp in mind, you understand, and you're not lost. You're focused. So that means that you are on the ball. And if you knew this, that means that you are C1. And then what else? Okay, so this dictionary or this website helps you understand, and especially it's about understanding your level. If you're A1, A2, B1, okay? And there is also an English dictionary. English dictionary here. Cambridge Dictionary. Do you use Cambridge Dictionary? Cambridge Dictionary. And Cambridge Dictionary also tells you what your English level is. So I'm going to write here, drop the ball. Cambridge. And Cambridge Dictionary will tell you that drop dead is a C2 expression. Drop somebody's line, to drop somebody a hint, drop me a hint. B2, drop lower, to move to a lower level or cause something to move to a lower level. Drop, to drop doing or planning. Okay, so. Entonces, cuando ustedes están en un examen de clasificación, como IELTS, les van a hacer preguntas. Y si usted sabe, si ha estado estudiando y tiene presente, y usted dice, puedo decir talk, pero si digo talk, pues es muy fácil. Talk es un verbo que se lo sabe cualquiera. Entonces, mejor cuando esté hablando, yo estoy consciente, ya voy preparado, y en lugar de decir talk, digo discuss. Entonces, el examen, the test examiner, I forget the name of that person, ya va a decir, esta persona utilizó no un verbo B1, esta persona utilizó un verbo C1, C2. Entonces te va dando más. Y esta herramienta te permite saber que tú estás manejando lenguaje of a better English level. And if you want to know that you have, if you want to know if your business English level is higher than what you thought, then I'm going to give you this link, okay? This is a gift. This is another gift. So I gave you that link, and now I'm going to give you this link. This is an English test, okay? Business English test. And now, with that link, pero se me olvidó que antes de enviarle ese regalo era con una condición. Entonces ya tienen que aceptar la condición. La condición es que después de que hagan este examen, él les va a decir qué nivel tienen y les va a decir cuáles fueron sus errores. Entonces, tienen que grabar un video donde muestran, no tienen que mostrar su cara, muestran la pantalla, donde, así como yo les pedía que vieran in a sentence, like, what? Show of hands in a sentence, or something in a sentence. Ustedes buscan esas palabras, buscan la definición, buscan ejemplos, buscan cuál es la diferencia entre esto y esto. Porque ahí van a haber opciones donde ustedes digan, no sé cuál es la diferencia, pues son parecidos. Son parecidos, talk or discuss, ¿cuál es el que yo debo utilizar? Lo buscan en internet y comparten ese video en el grupo de Facebook. Compartan para que otros aprendan cómo ustedes también corrigen los errores de este examen. So, for example, Why is the Human Resources Department sending this mail? To all staff from Human Resources Department. Please remember that your manager must agree any holiday dates before you complete a form. What is the answer? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Then now, on your own, you're going to continue answering this test. And tell me your score, please. Tell me your score in the on the Facebook group, okay? Tell me what score you got, the score you get, and then you make a video with the corrections. I am giving you some good tools. And to finish, we're going to continue with online classes. But something important is that, well, as a foundation, we're going to be asking you to accomplish some missions. We were discussing what we could do to help society, our community, in this pandemic situation. Okay, Diana. Okay, I'm going to check yours in a minute. So, we, in the meeting that we had with with the board of the foundation, we said that we're going to be teaching these classes, but we need you to be part of our different social causes of the foundation. And this, I am telling you this just before we can wrap up, okay? We're going to continue with the online classes, and the way you're going to pay is by somehow, if they are posts or videos or audios, you're going to tag us. You're going to include our hashtag. I will tell you later. But the idea is that many people are suffering of domestic violence these days, okay? There are many women who have been abused psychologically, emotionally, physically. Children being abused because now families or people have to be home with their perpetrators, okay? People who cause them pain in different ways. So yes, if you can donate food, awesome. If you can tell people to stay home, good. But we want to just have one mission as a foundation. We want to tell people, we want to raise awareness about domestic violence, okay? And we need to give them some options. We can tell people how we can have better dialogues to avoid conflicts, to avoid violence, okay? So Mausi, we're going to share, Mausi prepared and created a workshop about family dialogues to stop violence, to stop fights. So we need to share that, and especially with videos, because maybe your video is going to get to one person who is suffering of domestic violence, and we need to help people know how to deal with those situations. Okay, so that is our mission. I will upload a video, make another video on the Facebook group, telling people that that is going to be our cause, and I will explain more, including the hashtags that we're going to know. So before I finish, I'm going to tell Diana about a mistake. So in order to decide, so Diana, not decided because you're using the infinitive, to decide, no decided. If our company was going to participate in a new project, we schedule a meeting to show our hands, but our accountant assistant dropped the ball when he said we are on bankruptcy in front of our associates. Okay, so first, we needed to show our hands. So if you say just show our hands, it just means to show hands. If you say a show of hands. So meaning to have a show of hands is different, okay? So we scheduled a meeting to have a show of hands, okay? But our accounting assistant, I need to check that. Accountant assistant dropped the ball when he said that the company had declared bankruptcy, okay? Because that is a collocation. Usually say that, declare bankruptcy, okay? Or be on bankruptcy, I don't know. If you can Google that in a sentence. If you say the company is on bankruptcy, I don't know. So usually say declare bankruptcy in front of our associates. Associates are like colleagues, okay? So if you say associates, that means colleagues, not partners, okay? Partners could be from another company or the owners of the company. Do you see the difference? So associates are employees. Associates are employees. Partners can be owners of the company. Okay, I will check the.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, you're welcome. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us today. And we hope we can have another class during the week or maybe Saturday. So just follow us on Facebook. We're going to be having different classes. This is a class. Esta es una clase que tenía el vocabulario y el nivel de exigencia para alguien que fuera a nivel B1 o B2. Si no entendió mucho, si estaba perdido, entonces está pendiente para las clases de A1 y de A2. Okay? So that was it. Any questions? Any suggestions? Sorry, because we were speaking a lot, but the final product was what you're going to post on Facebook. Okay? So thank you, George. It was really nice to see you here. And please, Diana, last time, what were the expressions that we learned today, that we studied today, Diana?
Show your hands.
No, not show of hands. A show of hands.
Sorry, a show of hands. Wrap up.
Bankruptcy. Declare bankruptcy. Declare bankruptcy.
Take the minute. And it's out of the question.
It's out of the question.
And my hands are tied.
Yes. And if you don't want to lose your job, you need to stop being lazy and.
Excuse me again, please.
If you don't want to lose your job, you need to stop being lazy and
push your weight.
Pull your weight.
Pull your weight.
Pull your weight. Okay, good. And making a mistake or not being responsible with your duties, it's also part of.
Drop of ball.
What?
I'll drop the ball.
Drop the ball, okay? Good, drop the ball. So that was it. Practice every day. Write down those sentences on post-its, and then you think of the ideas. Don't try to remember words. Try to remember ideas, sentences, okay? And let me know what score you get in this exam, in this business English test that I sent you. I want to know your score. Let me know on the Facebook group, please. On the Facebook group, okay? And thank you. Last time I asked Ginela, this time, but please, Diana, because you had been participating from the beginning. Diana, what do you think of today's online class, online session, online practice? What do you think? Suggestions? What did you like? What didn't you like?
I like because for me, I learned a new vocabulary, and it's a good topic for us, for our job. No, it's everything okay. My question is, when is the next class?
I don't have that answer yet. Please follow us on Facebook on the group. And
Okay. I know, but sometimes I can see the post. I don't know why.
I will tell you in advance, at least 2 days in advance. Okay.
Okay.
Because I get a lot of work, so I need to really see my agenda.
Okay.
And please, I really hope that next class, everybody has the camera on. That would be great for the dynamics. Okay. So it was great to see you, George. Anything else? Any question? Any suggestion? I think that, George, your microphone is mute. If you're speaking, your microphone is mute. If you want to say something, George? No, George, I can hear you. No, your microphone is not working, George. This is our first class. We'll make sure that we can fix any technical problems before next class. Okay, thank you so much. And George, show of hands, wrap up, take the minutes, bankruptcy, collaborating, yes. A set of questions, pull your weight, my hands are tied. Thank you. So I will see you. I still can't hear you, George. Try to fix your microphone. So it says that you are mute. Let's see, George. Unmute. Speak now, George, please. No, it says that you are mute. You have it mute, I think. It's you. Okay, thank you, Carolina. Thank you, Julie Sarmiento. Thank you, Catherine Nieto. Thank you, Lady. Thank you, Lida. Thank you, Vanessa. I hope to see you soon. And stay home, be safe, be happy, and think of how we can help families that are having a lot of suffering of domestic violence, please. Okay? Bye-bye. Have a good one. Be safe. Be happy. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.
Bye.